How's it going, guys? Today in this video we have a game from the Panda Cup Grand Finals featuring Shugo playing his Phoenix Roost Dragon up against Silleby playing his Heel Haven. If you guys want to check out the full event, you can check it out. I will post a link to the bot below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys enjoy content like this. If you guys like my videos, make sure you give me a subscribe, hit the like button. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Showing that the underdog can win, you know?
And you know, while a lot of people are playing Forest, and Forest has been pretty dominant, as shown from Shugo, Silleby's Forest deck is not a PTP deck, it's an Under Beast Gabriel deck. Right. Which did pay off there, you know? Now interesting, last time we saw Shugo hold his dragon until the end for the counter pick, but this time, he chooses to start dragon. I actually like this a bit more since previously all or most of Shugo's wins have come from PTP Forest, at least the ones we've seen on stream. It's good to start with your weakest deck. This way, if it happens to grab a win, that's amazing. Well, not necessarily weakest deck, but most like constrained deck, we haven't seen the dragon put in work, but maybe like he has all the pressure. Now is the time for the dragon to put in work. Shows us this is not just a meme deck. This is a viable deck that can definitely pull out wins, right? Oh, I definitely think it's a viable deck. It just really sucked that he whiffed the 2 and a 3 drop. Yeah, so he has a 1 drop. He doesn't have a 2 drop, but he does have a Blazing Breath that can answer, you know, any minion. Though not, it can answer Unicorn, right? Which is good enough. Again, Silleby is playing Gorilla Haven, which put in work. Actually, no, he's playing Heel Haven. Playing Heel Haven, yeah. Shugo was the one with Gorilla Haven. You're right. Yes. So you Breath here, right? No reason to hold it, and then Ayla on 3. Pretty decent start. You know, right now this looks like a normal dragon hand. Have yet to see any of the crazy cards that Shugo is actually playing. Right, which is actually kind of good, right? It's nice to have your normal cards in the beginning and then draw into your combo pieces later. Yeah, again, I'm not really sure how the deck is really supposed to function. Because if you would rather have your normal cards first, like, at what point would you rather just be playing a standard ramp dragon? That is very true. I mean, standard ramp dragon does have trouble closing out against Heel Haven, though. If you don't get good Fortes and Urds. Okay, so he could play a Unicorn here, but you have to imagine he's going to play the Ayla. He might be thinking it through. Again, this is the last set. Both players are now in losers, right? Mm-hmm. Who's going to be the first ever Panda Cup champion here? Oh man, dude, don't say that. That means we're almost done casting for the day. I hope you guys have been enjoying the tournament. You know, again, I've been working really hard behind the scenes to set it up. Give you guys a great tournament to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Hey, don't say that yet. It ain't over. Let's focus on this grand finals. We have dragon here. Oh man. I'm not gonna lie. My dragon play is not the best, so I'm really looking to Shugo here to have a better understanding of the class and how it operates against stuff like Heel Haven. Right. So we see a scripture come out. A scripture is the best answer to ally in the game necessarily. You know, it's a 2 play point. It answers a 3 play point minion. And it banishes, so it denies the extra play point. Right, and now, we do see that Silleby actually runs triple blackened scripture, so it was actually quite likely, equally as likely to have the Ayla and equally as likely to have the scripture to counter it. So I was gonna ask, do you play the council there? Wow. Well, now, do you play the Roost on 5? You have 2 pieces of your combo, right? You have double Forte, you need double Urds now? I'm going to say, play it and hear me out. Your opponent hasn't played Elena's yet. Yeah. The next turn, they only have a 2-1 Falcon and a 4-4 Tiger. Yeah. That means their board has 4 things on it. They can only play 1 thing. Meaning if they do have the Elenas, they can only play heal cards that don't generate minions. I mean, you could, but you lose the minion, right? Right. So if you place the Roost, it means that the spellbook would only cost 3 play points. And at that point, does he just go draw crazy to get the full combo? Like, you can't ignore the board though, right? Right. Oh, it's so tricky. Man, like, I know it seems like Sylvie's board is not that scary right now, but those amulets are coming down, right? He's gonna get one every single turn. Beast Skull area into the Fox, into another Beast Skull area. That's a lot of pressure. I don't know if you can afford to just finish Roost. On the other hand though, just playing a Siegfried with no effect or a Mushu with no effect, it's a pretty weak play too, right? Right, so hear me out. What if next turn, so let's say this turn you play the Phoenix Roost. Next turn, your cards are halved. So you play the Mushu for 1, and then You know, interesting enough, if he played Phoenix Roost, he could go next turn double Forte for 10 damage already.
I think he's setting up for lethal in advance by doing so. By doing this play, I mean.
If he was gonna do that though, isn't it better to Evo the Ivory Dragon? Because you get the 2 damage right away, and the Mushu gains the attack buff anyway?
I think he wanted to preserve his Mushu, or at least force the opponent to... Oh, you're right, maybe.
Well, Priesthood Cudgel is a pretty good trade here.
Yeah.
And now you're really behind the board. And at this point, I don't think you can play the Phoenix Roost or the Spellbook.
No. But you do get some Siegfried value at least.
Yeah, he does get a pretty good Siegfried.
And you can evolve that over. Yeah, along with the Mushu. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a great top deck.
So, you know, it's a great play to fight for the board. The problem is that in his hand are a bunch of combo pieces, right? Like, he gets control of the board, and then what?
It's a good question. Yeah, it's a really good question.
Yeah, so he's gonna Siegfried. There's no way he does any wood. It's just such a good clear. It gives him not only a 5-1, but the Mushu, the effect is really strong, right? It gains 2 attack whenever anything evos. So he's left with a pretty solid board. And he does have double Forte, you know, like... it's not that crazy for him to just start Forte in his face, I guess. Although, Sylvie's playing Heal Haven, and he's gonna have heal.
Huh.
Do you Evo the 4-5? Well, I guess not, because it would give Mushu extra attack, right?
Right, exactly. It becomes 6, so you still lose it.
What is the play here, though? Like, you don't Roost, right? Well, you know, honestly, Sylvie's low on cards. Like, the Roost might not actually change anything, right? Because your cards cost half, but if you don't have cards to play, that doesn't actually change anything, right? On the other hand,
yeah, you're right.
Shugo can Roost into a lot of card draw with his Spellbook, which likely draws him into the rest of his card draw. And then he draws Erd for the combo finish.
Wait, hear me out here. Do you Roost into Siegfried while trading in the Mushu, I mean?
You could, yeah. You actually have the play points to do that. That's probably not a bad play, because you're left with a Siegfried on board, right?
Right.
He Fortes for the clear instead. Now, you could have Evoed the Forte, which would have given Mushu the extra attack, and you could have had a Forte instead of a Mushu here.
I mean, it's an interesting choice. You know, maybe he really likes Mushu evolved.
He lost out on 1 damage there. We'll see if that comes back to bite him. Mushu does have more health, so...
But this way it does fight against the counter evolve a bit better, because even if he evolved the Tiger instead of the Falcon here, then the Mushu would take it out.
You know, if he was left with the Forte though, the Forte couldn't be attacked, right? And then if he had no clear for the Forte, you have to imagine that was a big mistake, right?
I think you're right, actually.
Now he's got a Lucifer for the heal, and he has no answer for it. I mean, he has the Siegfried, but he needs a card to do damage to it first. I wonder, if he had an extra Forte, he could do 7 again and then 5, put him at 2. He plays the Finish Roost now, which I think is fair. If you didn't do it there, I don't know when you would ever do it, right?
And then you slam down the Imprisoned Dragon and the Ding Dong. Yep. Unbelievable. Yeah, right?
Okay, well, he's gonna have a lot of cards, right? Spellbook? But man, we see double Lucifer. Silleby plays triple Lucifer.
Man.
That means that he's gonna go back to 20. Like we were saying though, Shugo's combo does do 20 damage.
Right,
He did already play 1 Forte though, so he only has 1 Forte left in deck, and he needs to draw it for his combo, right?
Wait, do you have room? Let's see, Spellbook is 3, Forte is 3, Siegfried. Let's see, Erd is 2, so if you cycle into both Erds, that's not quite lethal either,
You don't have
right?
the play points to do it, right? Because Spellbook and Forte is 6, and Erd is 2. So you won't get to do it, right? Well, Conflag is not that bad.
Yeah, Conflag does answer pretty nicely.
Wow. It actually answers everything because he has Siegfried to deal with the remaining Lucifer.
Oh, that's right!
And on top of that, like we were saying, Silleby just doesn't have that many cards in hand.
Oh wow, and Fafnir's only 5? I mean, I know that's how Phoenix Roost works, but this is my first time ever seeing it happen. It's actually amazing to see.
Man, and again, he does draw into the council. You know, when you have so much card draw, your card draw kind of stacks, right? You use your card draw and then it's going to draw you into more cards. Silleby, you know, he could play a 1-mana unicorn. It doesn't do anything. He has no more cards in hand.
Oh man, Silleby's just top decking here.
Another Spellbook? A Drown Council for 2 mana? 2
Oh my gosh.
Do you fish for the combo? Fafnir is pretty good though. Let's be real. Like, Fafnir is just really good right now. He gets one piece of the combo.
Okay, there's one Erd.
I think you Fafnir and trade, right?
Yeah,
wow,
you can
so
draw more, but like it's not. Wow.
We actually see the dragon deck actually put in work this time. What is life?
Oh
Fafnir gets a full clear.
Wow.
So interestingly enough, if Fafnir survives, which I expect him to, all he actually needs is to draw one more Erd, and that will give him the game.
Yeah, Silleby doesn't have a good answer except for Odin.
Well, the range handle is solid because it draws him a card that he could play. But if that's not the Kree, he's in trouble here.
Oh,
if Shugo gets another Erd, that will be game. And he has 2 Ivory Dragons to search for it.
Oh man, you Ivory Dragon first, right? Because this way you don't burn anything.
If you do double Ivory Dragon, you won't have room to play the Erd though.
Oh, you're
right. So he
right,
can only play
correct.
1. But he could also draw into some card draw with it. Well, Forte doesn't do it, right? That's 10. He has 18 right now.
You can play Ivory Dragon, and then you can actually play Fafnir to clear off your own Ivory Dragon, so you have room.
But then do you have the play points left over to do the Forte? Because each Forte Erd is 5, right? And Fafnir is 5, so you wouldn't have.
Oh, you're right.
But man, now we actually see this dragon deck in action. This is crazy. Grand finals, man. The dragon actually paying off. He trades, which I think is fair.
Oh,
because
yeah,
again, his combo was 20 damage anyway, right?
I'm just trying to. Yeah, you only had 18 damage this turn, right?
You know, interestingly enough, though, Sylvie's plea will proc next turn and give him 3 cards, and he gets the combo. You know, even if Sylvie decrease, he has the combo to just do 20 damage next turn, right? Which is, I believe that's how this deck actually functions.
I can't believe it.
I don't think you
like
Forte
I said,
here.
He uses the Fafnir to clear off his own pieces. Yeah,
I don't think you Forte because you save it for the 20 damage burst combo. I cannot believe this is actually happening.
Oh
cannot believe this is happening in Grand Finals.
Oh my god, first game of the second set.
So, even if Silleby has a decree here, which he needs to just not die to the board, right? He still is dead. The Forte Erd is 20 damage. Haven cannot heal more than 20. This will be game here. Look at that. Once Shugo got his roost going, he drew through 75% of his deck.
Oh my god.
Even if he had gotten the crit there, he had 20 damage from his hand. What a crazy, crazy combo deck.
I don't even know how to react to this, man. I'm just like stunned.
Wow, the Panda Cup, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Where else do you see this type of action?
Not on ladder, that's for sure.
So Shugo is now up 1 game.